Hey guys, Dude here, and today, as you can see, I am playing some more Grow a Garden in Roblox, and of course, I am back in this game. As always, this is my garden so far, of course. Nothing too crazy. I'm sure other people's gardens are better than mine, of course. I only have like, what, 4 million cents right now. I literally used to have over 15 trillion cents in this game. But of course, I ascended and all my cents, or whatever the currency is called, all my money was traded in, which sucks. I don't even know if the ascension was worth it. They should give you a lot more rewards for ascending in this game, because it basically, like, it just takes away all your money, and it's so annoying. It's literally useless. The upgrade I got from ascending isn't even anything that good. It was the cosmetic upgrade. Only the total items stored. This was upgraded by 10. I thought it was going to be the placed items of the cosmetics that was going to be upgraded by 10, and I was like, okay, that's pretty cool, but clearly I didn't read it fully and thoroughly, so I thought it was going to be the placed items thing, and I'm like, nice, I can place down more decorations and cosmetics. But it turns out it was just the storage in general, total items that you have in the first place of the cosmetics and decorations. But whatever, I do have an uncommon egg. Let me hatch it. Hopefully I do get something good. Clearly I'm not getting an achievement, so it's something I already have, I think. Let's see, what is it called? A chicken. Okay, I think I do have at least one other chicken. Sunnyside chicken, that's from the event. Other than that, I'm looking for it. I might honestly just go and... Okay, here it is. This is the other chicken I have, so I think I only have 2. That's not that bad. I, of course, also have a junk pot. I'm pretty sure a very nice random person that I was in a server with gave me the junk pot. I actually don't know if it's special, good, rare, no idea. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm holding like a very good pet, and I truthfully have no idea, but it does look actually pretty cool. An interesting pet, I have to say, because it is a robot. It's not like the literal rest of the pets in this game, or at least a lot of them. Actually, every single one I have now is an animal. Every single one I have equipped, of course. So, alright, Golden Lab. Let me collect some of my good stuff over here from this corner, from this specific current event, which is the Fall Market event. Honestly, a 9 out of 10 event. It might be even more. It's a very good event. Very nice. Let me actually feed my dog, though. Glowthorn should feed it like 1000%. Oh, okay, pet items. I was about to say that's why it wasn't showing any of these things. And here's the Glowthorn, almost 4 kilograms. Is absolutely crazy. There it is, 1100%, over 1100%. And I think in between episodes, I'm pretty sure I did buy some good things, and I got some good things like the turnip seed, for example. So let me just plant it here with the rest of the turnips, very close to each other, so they don't take up too much space. But it's whatever. And then parsley seeds. Yes, so I did get some things in between episodes, which is very nice. Okay, there it is. It planted. And then here, I really want these to be as close to each other as possible. I don't want them to take up that much space, as I said before. And was that actually all I bought in between episodes? Okay, fall seed pack, of course. I was about to say. I remembered, let's go, fall seed pack. Hopefully I get something good. If not, that would be sad. And by something good, I mean something I don't have yet, or like a very good plant. Auburn pine. No idea what this is. I'm pretty sure I don't have it yet. Clearly, I presume and assume it's a tree, because it does say pine, and that's a tree, basically. So, I don't know. I think I might as well just plant it here. I might as well keep going with this whole event area, although there is really not that much space. I don't know. This is like specifically all the plants from this event, which is kind of cool. I'm putting them all in one place, but of course this event will be over soon, so then when the next event comes and there are new seeds, I'm gonna have to plant them somewhere as well, but it is whatever. I think clearly here, I mean, this is where the Mayer lemons are, or the Meyer lemons. These are also like trees, basically, tree type of thing. And I'm pretty sure the Auburn pine is a tree. Come on, a pine is a tree. So whatever it is, I truthfully really don't care. I mean, clearly I kind of do, because it is mythical, so it should be good. The thing is, I just want it to be a multi-harvest plant in this game. Hopefully it is. It should be. Literally every single seed I get from this game and in this game nowadays is, of course, other than the carrot seeds that I get from my dog that just picks it up or digs it up, is of course a multi-harvest plant. Literally everything I get, which is of course a good thing, because I only want multi-harvest plants in this game. They're basically permanent. They keep regrowing, which is great. I do not like things in this game that are a one-time use and are only a limited time use. That's why I don't like gear in this game. I don't like I don't even know. Like, watering cans, who cares? Like, they're only one-time uses. Even if I have 81, what could this possibly help you with? Like, I'm sure it makes your plant bigger or whatever else it could possibly do. Truthfully, I don't care. I only want basically permanent plants in this game, multi-harvest, because, of course, they do stay with you, and 5 million cents is actually depressing, I have to admit. But the shops don't even have any special things. I mean, okay, these things are pretty special, come on. They're event-only items, but, gear, yeah, I just don't care about gears in this game or whatever. Vegetable plants, though, that shouldn't be that hard. I know cauliflowers, I'm pretty sure, are vegetables. And let me actually check. I'm going to turn in the plants one by one type by one type. So I got cauliflowers now, and I think I have other things as well. Yeah, I do have other things. Okay, so I don't know. It'll probably give me more points than I would expect. Hopefully, okay, that's barely anything, I guess you could say. At least it counts as a contribution. So if someone does carry the entire server and they just turn in the rest of the amount required for the points, then it will count as a contribution. Let me check. Is corn a vegetable? Truthfully, I don't know. I really don't know. Corn seed, let's go. W, big win. Corn, I think corn might be a vegetable. I think it might. I have no idea, truthfully. Let me just check it out, though. It's whatever. I think the other person turned some stuff in, hopefully. Corn is a vegetable. Okay, let's go. That's actually a big W. 36 points for only, like, I wasn't paying attention how much corn I had, but that wasn't that much. That's actually crazy. Okay, see, this is what I'm saying. This is a lot easier than the requirement for the turning in plants being flowers, let's say. That is literally like the most difficult thing in this game, is when an event like this that requires you to turn in stuff and plants requires flowers. Like, are you serious? Flowers are, I mean, they're not that rare, I guess. It depends, but, like, this is so much easier. Vegetables, like fruits, vegetables, berries, even wood type plants, which are my coconuts, or like tropical plants, for me is also easy because I have so many coconut seeds, or, well, not coconut seeds, coconut trees, palm trees, and it's just so much easier. But flowers are literally like the hardest plant to get for these types of events, especially since the points required are a lot, and flowers don't even give that many points in the first place. I don't know, most of the time they don't. Marmot, okay, so this was here before. Wait, wasn't I supposed to unlock something new in the shop? Contribute to fall bloom 15 times? That is absolutely crazy. These better have good abilities. Let's see. Sugar gliding occasionally glides from random different mutated fruits, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's actually kind of interesting. Kind of cool. I don't know, but I can't afford it anyway nowadays. And in general, oh, you gotta be kidding me, 1 million. Okay, it is a carnival pumpkin, so I don't know. It might just be a one-time harvest. It shouldn't be, though. A lot of plants nowadays in this game are multi-harvest, which means they're basically unlimited harvest unless you, like, get rid of them, which I'm not planning on ever getting rid of any of my plants, regardless of how little space I have in my garden. Then I'll just remove some of the more basic and cheaper ones, which is not a problem at all. Although I just won't. I don't care. But let me sell. I'm probably not going to get 100 million cents in the game, or whatever the currency is called, the money in general, because that is a lot. 100 million is crazy for me nowadays. And it literally used to be nothing. I used to have literal trillions of cents, trillions of money in this game. Not anymore, though. As I said before, I ascended, and I really don't know if it was that worth it at all. If anything, I'll just get the seed pack. I might as well. Fall seed pack, at least. There's a bit of a chance of getting something I didn't get before, literally just like I got the Auburn pine. Let's see how fast it's growing and the progress of growth. Alright, 3%, and it's that big, it's that visible. Okay, so as I can tell, and as I can see, clearly it seems like a tree trunk, so it seems like wood. It is most likely a tree in the game, which is very nice. Auburn pine, of course. And yeah, hopefully it's fairly tall. I don't know. I mean, the cacti I have is extremely tall, let's be honest. That's like a whole cacti wall up in here, which is very nice. It's actually kind of satisfying, a pretty nice decoration in my garden. That is exactly why I like multi-harvest plants, because they regrow. They literally stay in your garden, and it's basically decoration. It makes your garden look better, unlike, let's say, well, first of all, carrots are just, I don't like carrots at all. Better than nothing, you could say, but there is also what? Bamboo. Yeah, I don't know. Some people like bamboo because you can climb it. They use it for decoration or whatever. I honestly don't care. 14 million cents, a decent amount. But yeah, bamboo, I guess it's alright, whatever. Let's see. Alright, I should be able to... Wait, I don't think I'm there. Okay, so I can buy one fall seed pack. Let me get a few more cents, like 500,000 more, because it's not actually that bad. And I did feed my dog. I need to feed my pets more because their ages are pretty low. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I might as well, at least the ones I have equipped currently. But before that, let me just sell a few things, I guess you could say. And then, of course, get like 500,000 cents is all I need. That's actually not that much overall. At least not for me. And let me keep collecting. Some of these should be worth a lot. They better be. Alright, there we go. Mangoes hopefully will carry me in this sell and in this sale. Let's see. 3 million cents. Alright, more than what I wanted. Or more than what I needed. Because let's be honest, I want infinite money in this game. Which I basically used to have. Come on, 15 trillion cents. You basically cannot spend that. But apparently you can. Because I did. Because I ascended. And it wasn't really worth it. Oh, I forgot. This has stocks. Okay. Clearly only one was in stock. Hopefully I get something good. Specifically something I don't have yet. Even if it's not the best. Fall berry. Let's go. W. Something I didn't have yet. Hopefully, as I always say, it is a multi-harvest plant in this game. Clearly, fall berry. I'll probably put it over here with the rest of the event plants. I don't want it to really be covered up. I think here's actually a good spot. A good amount of space, of course, near the beanstalk. Very close to the beanstalk, let's be honest. And, okay, how much more time will this cycle? You could basically call it a cycle of the in-game, in-server event last. 30 seconds. Okay, still vegetable plants. That's good because it seems very easy to do. Especially with corn, because it gives you quite a bit of points, which is a good thing. You know, unlike the flower type plants, which, first of all, flowers are just, as I said before, more difficult to get. Not only that, but it just doesn't seem to give you a lot of points. It makes no sense. Flowers should give a lot of points. They're so difficult to get. I don't even know at this point. I don't know why they make it so difficult sometimes in this game to participate in these events and do them. Alright, nothing else. Okay, this is grown. Autumn shroom. There we go. I hope the Auburn pine is huge once it fully grows. It should be. And then, of course, other than it being huge, hopefully, clearly it should be a multi-harvest plant in this game. And, of course, hopefully it is expensive each sale, which would be nice. Of course, let's keep collecting corn. There we go. I don't know if this will fully fill up the bar for the event. Hopefully it will. Truthfully, okay, 500, so no one else contributed so far. I will get a contribution, though. It will count. Let's see. It shouldn't be that hard. Come on, vegetable plants. You can't be for real. It changed. It literally changed. Flower plants, the hardest one. This is garbage. This is actual garbage. Not because it changed. I don't care that it changed. But because, watch this. I'll collect a few flower plants, which I do actually have. Okay, this is a big pineapple. Never mind, I can't collect them. Flare daisies aren't even ready to be collected yet. That is so garbage. But let's say even like the Ember Lily, which is crazy rare, I'm pretty sure, and decently expensive depending on if it has mutations and how big it is, I think. I don't know. It's not going to give me a lot of points. They could have at least changed it to like berry plants. Just keep it easy. No one cares about flower plants. Alright, well, basically I can't really contribute that much. I mean, I can a bit, but I doubt the bar is going to be filled up all the way. I'm sure this is also difficult for other people. Flower plants are the worst type of plants in this game for these types of events where you have to turn stuff in. I don't even know why this is a feature in the game. They should just remove that in general. No one wants to turn in flower plants. It's just crazy. A lot of flower plants, at least the basic ones, are only a one-time harvest anyway. Specifically like what are they called? I don't know. Let me actually check the shop. They're called like the daffodils. Let's see, orange tulip. Alright, you know what? I might as well try it out. Orange tulips, whatever. I might as well. It's not that expensive. Yeah, daffodils, whatever else there is. Truthfully, with proof and evidence, I do not care. Flower plants in this game are actually garbage. Oh, I have a bamboo seed. That's nice. And a corn seed. I did forget about that. Alright, orange tulips, flower plants are trash in this game. At least ones that only grow once because they're annoying, as every plant is to me that only grows once. Corn seed, let me plant it in the corn place over here, you could say. You could call it. All by each other, and then of course, bamboo. Are you serious? Only grows once. I don't care. Plant it over here where I put most of the one-time harvest plants anyway. Alright. It's a good amount of flowers, but I don't know if it'll give me a lot of points. I guarantee it just won't give that much points. Like, they could have chosen some other plant for this. Are you serious? Flower-type plants is so annoying. And as I said before, difficult. It's so bad. Alright, let's see. Yup, barely any points. That's only 2 points per plant. Are you serious? The vegetables gave more. Literal corn in this game gave more. And corn is still barely, like barely good. It's fairly basic. I don't even know. Okay, so flare daisies, more plants. Let's go. Some of them regrew, not all of them. Let's see. These are a lot rarer, I'm pretty sure. So it should give more points. It probably won't, let's be honest, because it's trash. Flower plants are literal garbage in this game. So annoying. Let's see. You cannot be for real. Another 2 points. Another 2 points per each plant. That is so depressing and sad. It's actually kind of difficult. I don't know. Do I have any more flower plants in my garden? I think yeah, okay, these ones, but they have to regrow. Okay, they literally all have to regrow because I did pick them up and I did sell them, but of course, it is whatever. Let me collect the rest of my plants in my garden. I guess I might as well just sell to at least collect more money if someone else were to carry this entire server and fully turn in all the plants, all the flowers, because I clearly, by myself, let's be honest, I basically can't. It would take a long time, but I don't know, maybe someone else has a lot more flower plants. Even if they do, it doesn't really matter. It gives you barely any points in the first place for them. Alright, let me keep collecting these stuff. Yeah, these are not flower plants. Yeah, I might as well sell. Maybe get to like a good, I'd say, 20 million cents in the game, or whatever the currency is called. That's a good amount, of course. Mangoes, stuff like that. Keep going. Okay, there we go. Max backpack sell. Hopefully at least, I don't know, a few million would be nice. Let's see. What do you mean you don't see anything? What is this guy talking about? Oh, I chose the wrong thing. Wait, yeah, sell my entire inventory. There we go. 3 million cents is actually depressing. Let's see seed pack. Not seed pack, the seed shop. Nothing. Oh, wait. Oh, bamboo. I was about to say, I thought that was something else that was actually decent enough and good enough, but clearly not. You know what? I actually might as well fill up my strawberry patch, or whatever you want to call it. Carrots. Wait, are there any tomatoes? There we go. I actually have to buy a lot more tomatoes in this game because truthfully, I have a good amount, but I could have more. Oh, I forgot. It shows up here. That's so annoying. Why can't it show up here? Seriously. Alright, strawberries. I want to make sure that I put down the correct plants. Here we go. Strawberry patch up in here. Let's go. One more. Why can it not fit? What are these people doing? Let me put down my strawberries. And then tomato seeds. Let's see. Alright. Tomatoes are in a pretty interesting spot. I barely... Okay, these people are just following me around. That's nice. I barely gave any space for my tomatoes, mainly because of the, what is this plant? Coconut, yeah, coconut and dragon fruit. Of course, the big trees up in here take up a lot of space. Alright, tomatoes. Let's do this. There's actually a decent amount of space left. I don't know. Alright, whatever. Let me check. Is anyone else contributing to the event thing? We have to do this. There's no other way. Nope. I think I was the only one. Alright, that is absolutely depressing. Flower plants are hard to do. Gear. Alright, let's see. I do have, what, 15 million cents in the game? I literally cannot do anything. That's crazy, though. Contribute to Fall Bloom 50 times. That is so much. What? Do people act? I'm sure people do this because they grinded the game and played a lot more than me. I don't play it as much as other people, but I don't know. Carnival Pumpkin, I don't even know if I'm going to get to that amount of money. 100 million cents is crazy. Nothing good here. These are just, what is it called? The cosmetics, decorations, stuff like that. Oh, the bamboo is finally here. The annoying plant, because it only grows once, and I do not like one-time harvest plants in this game. Let me actually get my coconuts. They should have a decent amount of mutations, I think. Although I do normally collect them quite a bit. So, of course, the new ones grow, and they don't have mutations. Let's see. Alright, I'm just going to keep spamming because the coconuts are decent enough if they do have good mutations. Alright, and I'm stuck. Of course, that's nice. Alright, let me get out of here somehow. Keep collecting the coconuts. Keep spamming E, of course. Loquats. I forgot I have loquats in this game. I forgot for some time. Yeah, because it's all here in the entire place where all the trees are. The coconut trees, palm trees. I think I have a few dragon fruit trees. Of course, the one loquat tree that I have. I'm actually kind of surprised loquats are this rare. I forgot. Are loquats event-only plants? I don't think there are. I forgot. Truthfully, I don't know if loquats are event-only plants. If they are, that's cool. At least I have one loquat tree. I do see some Poseidon plants, though. Alright, of course I fell off. Of course I fell off. Alright, whatever. Glowthorns, decent enough, whatever. Mangosteens. I have so much stuff in my garden, I have to honestly say. Sometimes I really do forget about it. I mean, clearly you can tell I have a decent amount of things because my garden is so filled up and packed, which is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. Suffering from success, you could call it and say. Got anything to sell? Yes, a lot. Hopefully it sells for a lot, though. That is barely anything. 2 million cents, even if it was 3 million cents in the game. Truthfully, not a lot. Okay, flare daisies. I should have a good amount of them. There we go. They're all regrowing, or at least most of them. No idea how these ones aren't grown and why it doesn't allow me to collect them, but I might as well. Okay, let me just collect some of the mangoes. Whatever, it doesn't matter, though. I want to turn in these flower plants that I have because they should be worth a pretty decent amount. Okay, I think someone else contributed, which is nice, but it contributes barely anything. It's actually sad, as I said before. This is kind of surprising. I mean, that's still barely anything, but clearly I had my inventory filled up with flower type plants, so of course it should give me a good amount, I would say. Literally, though, other than that, like, it's hard. Wait a minute. Is this something other than a carrot seed? Let's go. Big W, big win, even though it's nothing special. Tomato seed. Something at least different from a carrot seed. And I do not like carrots in this game, clearly, as I always say, because they only grow once. I, in general, don't like temporary things in this game that are only one-time uses and only, like, what, a one-time pickup, like, growth, one-time growing, one-time harvest, and it's done. Like, it's just annoying. I want to keep my plants. I want to use them. They're basically decorations, which is nice. Also, why is the 18th of April here? I don't understand these dates. Sometimes it says it's like some NPC's birthday or something, and now it just says 18th of April. Like, these random dates are interesting. It's weird, kind of annoying, because what's the point of them showing up here? But whatever. Okay, I did say before that I was going to feed my pets. I don't know if feeding them upgrades their ability. It would be nice if it does, because then I could focus on, that is depressing, 8%? That is sad. Okay, okay, I understand it is a turnip, but come on, it's an event-only plant. It could at least be a bit better, a lot better, actually. Shroom, I don't know why any animal would want a mushroom. Okay, these are some basic plants. That's actually kind of sad. Might as well go here. Glowthorns always do an excellent and great job. Let me actually age up my best pet in the game that I think I have. I think I might have better ones. I have no idea. But of course, French fry ferret, you cannot be for real. 21%. This normally fills up my dog like 1,000%. That is interesting. So then clearly the French fry ferret is a good pet. Hopefully this does age it up though. Alright, why can I... There we go. I was about to say. Why can I not go up and down? Wait, how was that... Okay, Amber. I think Amber, because it had a mutation. That was 300%. This game is sometimes just so interesting and weird and annoying, let's be honest. How was that a lot more percent? It must have been the mutation, clearly. Coconut, that is depressing. It kind of makes sense, though. Clearly a coconut just has coconut water and stuff like that, so whatever. At least I fed my pets a bit more. I don't know. I don't really care. The main goal for my pets is, of course, to get the dog, which is a very basic pet, to age 60. Then, of course, the requirement is met. Trade it in. Let me actually check the egg shop, though. Speaking of eggs and pets, stuff like that. Let me check the egg shop in this game. In this server, hopefully there is a good egg. But I'm sure even if there was, I probably wouldn't be able to afford it. I only have, what, 18 million cents in the game. Actually, quite sad. But maybe I'm able to afford a good one. Clearly, there's nothing good in the first place. Alright, that's sad. Let me check, though. Age 60, level 60 is required at a bare minimum for the next upgrade. Yep. Okay, so the next one is clearly this one. I'm going to get pet equip slots. One more will be very nice because, of course, it just makes my garden look better. There are more pets in my garden at once equipped. And, of course, if it has a good ability or whatever, then clearly the ability is used, unlike the pets just being in my inventory and not really being used currently. Alright, let me get a bit more plants, sell it again, see if I get a decent amount. No, okay, I don't care that it's not my garden. I don't understand what this game's problem is. I'm not trying to pick up other people's plants. I truly don't care. Alright, whatever. There was one more left, one beanstalk left, but I just didn't collect it because the game had me fall off, but whatever. Okay, let me sell one more time. Probably not a lot. I think my inventory is fairly empty with nothing in it. Alright, 900,000 cents, kind of depressing, but yeah. I think I'm going to end this video right here. I got the Auburn pine and the one more plant. I forgot what it was called. It was some more basic one. Fall berry. That looks extremely interesting. Hopefully it is a multi-harvest plant in this game. It should be. It looks like a multi-harvest plant that just keeps regrowing as it should be, of course. I like multi-harvest plants in this game and things that are basically permanent in this game. And yeah, honestly, the Auburn pine, 11% grown, and it's kind of that big. I don't know if it really looks big. It's a decent amount, though. It should be a tree. It better be, and of course, it better be a multi-harvest plant in this game. I'm pretty sure it is a mythical rarity, if I do remember correctly. It should be mythical, right? Because it is purple. Yeah, okay, I think so. Auburn pine, of course, I got the Auburn pine and the fallberry, 2 event plants, which are basically new to me because I did not have them before, which is very nice from the fall seed pack. But yeah, the fall market event, honestly, if I had to rate it, 9 out of 10. Very good and a nice event. Not too hard, not too difficult, fairly easy to get started off in. You just contribute plants as long as the requirement isn't crazy difficult like the flowers being required. Clearly, they're not as abundant in this game as berries, fruits, vegetables, whatever, tropical plants, wood type plants, stuff like that. But yeah, Auburn pine, hopefully it's good, and of course the fallberry, which is not as good, I think, because the rarity was a lot just less, so it shouldn't be as good. But yeah, Auburn pine, hopefully it is a good plant, and hopefully it is fairly large, so it can basically serve as a decoration in my garden and make it look better. So yes, as I said, I'm going to end this video right here by subscribing and leave a like.